friends. Welcome. This is Nana. This is Nana.
Hi, y'all.
Also known as Stephanie. She has a real name. I don't call her that because she's my mom. Hi, B. Okay, we're having some camera difficulties here, so we're a little bright, but until I get my camera worked out, we're just gonna look at it like this. The queen is back. That's Brittany. Hi guys. If you have questions for Nana, please put them in the comments. We are going to be talking about simplifying the holidays, ways that Nana simplifies the holidays, ways that she simplified it when my brother and I were kids, and life during the holidays now that she's a Nana of 3, soon to be 4. Look at all the fun comments. Dusty says hi. Brittany says the queen is back. Nana is the original organizer. She
wouldn't let me bring my magic wand.
I mean, she says that everyone just needs a magic wand. When reality is everyone just needs a Nana. Everybody needs a Nana to teach them how to do it. So, Mom, yesterday I said on Instagram Live that you came over and said, I'm going to help you unpack your kitchen so that it can be done the right way. And so Gretchen says, so what is the right way to set up a kitchen?
Well, you just have to.
Depends on the layout.
You got to put things where they belong.
It depends on the layout. And we have drawers here, like kitchen drawers. So she wanted to put like heavier things in the drawers. And trust me, she did it right. Jessa says, Nana, bow down.
Jessa, you're my favorite redhead. I saw the question.
Jessa, everybody was submitting questions for Nana last night on Instagram, and Jessa wrote, Nana, who's your favorite redhead? So in order for us to watch your comments, I have to keep scrolling over here. So if you see me doing that, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so first things first, let's talk about, we got a ton of questions from you guys, and I have them all. I think there were literally thousands of questions that we got last night. But Hannah went and pulled some, and so I have them here. Hold on, I'm going to pull them up. But first things, let's talk about traditions. So traditions have changed over the years in our family because we went from a family of 4 to now a family of 9, soon to be 10. So Nana, what's your favorite Christmas tradition that we do?
I think it would be the gingerbread houses. We have a contest. We love to compete.
We do. We're a little bit of a competitive family.
So we have a gingerbread contest, decorating contest. The kids love it.
They do.
They get involved. And
we draw names. So we do this on Christmas Eve. And we draw names. Doesn't Brady do it? Brady gets to draw. Mm-hmm. So Brady chooses the names of who's going to be on whose team. And then we get just the gingerbread from Target or Walmart or wherever. And then we decorate.
You can make them out of cardboard if you don't want to go buy them.
But here's the trick. You have to hot glue them. So I think you taught me that.
Yes.
So you take the kit.
Ain't nobody going to eat those.
Ain't nobody going to eat that. That's true. You take the kit and instead of using icing, well, you can pipe icing onto it later, but you hot glue the gingerbread pieces together so that they don't fall down. And what's awesome about that is, first of all, let me just pause and say, Taylor said, sorry guys, Nana is booked for the foreseeable future. Taylor's married to my brother and they're having a baby. But no, so gingerbread houses are a fun tradition and they're easy, inexpensive.
Go to the dollar store, buy the boxes of movie theater candy.
Yep.
Put it all in dishes.
And get it from the dollar store. Like nobody's going to actually eat it, right? Someone just said, girl, how do you look so gorgeous in the morning? Because I had my makeup done this morning. I don't actually do my makeup like this every day. But my friend Dawn Barton was like, girl, I got to come help you. So she and her friend Kelly came over and did my makeup this morning because they're so sweet. Okay, so that's a fun tradition. And if you're extra like we are, you can actually get a trophy and pass around the trophy from year to year. But we do a poll on Facebook for the favorite gingerbread house on my personal Facebook account. So it's just like our friends and family, and they vote, and the winner gets to keep the trophy. So far, Brady has always been on the winning team.
Well, he always puts something on his gingerbread house so everybody knows it's Brady's gingerbread house.
Like a lobster. Or last year, I think it was the Grinch.
Well, they had a bee because they were the bee team.
The bee. Oh, that's right. It was a bee.
It was Brian, Brett, and Brady on the team.
That's right. So gingerbread houses are fun. We do that on Christmas Eve. Then we also do a snack dinner
Junk food dinner, we've always called it.
Yeah.
That's always fun. We do that on
Mhm.
Christmas Eve. We usually sit by the fireplace. We're in Florida, if we need to, we turn on the air conditioner, but we sit by the fireplace.
Yeah.
And we just have what we call junk food. And now everybody brings something. It's not left up to one person.
And I think that's one of the best tips from Nana is that everybody helps. So it's not always on one person in our family to do all of it now that we're all of age. We all will bring, like Thanksgiving, everybody brings stuff. Like I made the turkey and some sides. Mom brought the green beans and some other stuff. And then Taylor and Brett brought stuff. But like everybody brought stuff, so it wasn't all one person. And every person helped clean up Thanksgiving. Like
kids too.
Kids too.
We had everybody helping.
Everybody gets to sit down and enjoy the meal. Everybody gets to help clean up the meal. So, I think sometimes we often think that we have to host people and it has to be all on us and it has to be so intense. We're hosting our neighborhood Christmas party because we just moved here and we want to meet everybody, and it's potluck, right? Like we're going to have wine and make like a big cheese board, but then everybody's going to bring stuff. Why not? Right? So I think that's fun. Let's see. Okay, so somebody's asking about, does Brian's family come to your family's events? I have a hard time doing things with both sides. So we have part of Brian's family's here in Pensacola and part of them is in South Florida. And so we do a lot of things together, but then we do things separate. And now that we live in a different city, it's kind of different. But when I was growing up, you have very strong opinions about this. You should share them. I think they're important.
You think that?
Well, I think like going back and forth on Christmas Day.
When I was a little girl, we traveled on Christmas Day to, we had 3 Christmases. My parents were married and together. It wasn't because of a divorce. It was because Christmas Eve was with my mom's family. Christmas morning was just the 4 of us. Christmas afternoon was my dad's side of the family. And we traveled. So I never got to stay home and play with my toys on Christmas Day. So
you traveled like across the country, though, right?
No, just up north.
Oh, in Ohio.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't that far. But still, it took your Christmas Day. Now I know we came home, we played with all our toys and things, but to me there was something about being home for Christmas, opening your presents and playing with them. Mm-hmm. So when our kids came along, we had similar traditions. My family, we met, got together on Christmas Eve. Christmas morning was the 4 of us, and Christmas breakfast was with my husband's side of the family. Mm-hmm. And so we ended up going around to different houses as everyone got older, because it was too hard on my in-laws to do it all themselves. So we had to hurry up and pick up and get things ready for breakfast before everybody got there, or we had to hurry and get dressed and get to the next house before, and we missed out on that. They didn't know any different. So to them, it was great.
It was great. It was what it was. But now that we have kids, Mom's like, enjoy your Christmas morning. Like take the time with your family to just sit around in the mess and relax and like let the kids play with all their things, and then we'll get together a little bit later. Yes, Nana's from Ohio. But I love that. Like, I think sometimes we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to like do all these big things and make all these big memories. And I saw this thing on Facebook the other day. It's from another Facebook. I shared it on our Facebook page, but somebody was saying we put a lot of pressure on ourselves to do all the big things and the big, like, exciting memories. But the things our kids remember the most are the things that aren't fancy. It's the time we took to spend with them and to relax.
If you go back and ask your kids what they got for Christmas last year, what will they say?
Right.
Now, they might remember that bike or that big kitchen set.
Right.
But think of all those presents you had under the tree that now are in the bottom of a toy box all mixed together. Who's playing with them?
Yeah. So we do a Ruthless Declutter challenge in the spring of every year. And it's always funny that people are like, I gave this to my kids at Christmas time, which was like 3 months ago. And here I am literally throwing it in the trash can or donating it. And so think of gifting preemptively. Now, as you're shopping, we have tried, well, Brian and I have tried this year and last year to do more experiential. Is that a word?
Experiences.
Experiential? Is that a word? I don't know. Experience-based gifts, because like so much junk just ends up in the donate pile soon, like really soon. And our kids think it's cool for like a half a minute and then they're over it. So, Dawn Barton, you're so funny. I see you. So we try to do things like, we got Brady tickets to a football game. I think it was last year or the year before. This year, we're going to get our kids like movie tickets, or, things that are experiences that they'll really love. And I love that idea for grandparents too. So when you give gifts to our kids, what do you do?
I have everything about Christmas is on my phone. Holidays, I always keep a list of when I think of things during the year. So yeah. I'm not doing it right now, but as a coupon book, but you can make coupons for your grandchildren.
Yeah.
Come over and cook with.
Yep.
Come over and bake a cake. Decorate cookies.
That's sweet.
I've got a whole list here of different things. Take them to Wahoo's game. Go on a dolphin
That's our baseball
cruise.
Team here. I love that, because those are the kind of things that kids, they want more than anything, and they'll remember who gave it to them, and it's something they can use like throughout the entire year. And by the way, some of those things don't have to cost any money at all. Like Pop should give Brady one to say that he's gonna come go fishing with him.
That's right. That's right.
And that didn't cost anything. I mean, I don't know.
They're gonna build something in the shop together.
Yeah. Those things are the most special things, especially
grandparents.
Yes. So we're trying to do that. We also kind of set a rule this year. I think my sister-in-law on one side started it, and then I think you're the one that said it for this side of the family. But we're not buying gifts for adults. So I'm buying a gift for Brian, and Brian, we're doing like exchanging gifts, but for the grown-ups, we're not going to buy gifts because there's just so many kids. And so we're buying gifts for kids and calling it a day for Christmas. And like, as my brother and I have often done things like, we'll do a double date and go out to dinner. And that's like our Christmas for each other, to each other. Or Nana and Pop will babysit.
Or Nana and Pop will go out with y'all, and you'll get a babysitter.
Okay, baby. But I think that's awesome. Okay, let's talk about. I like these ideas though. We also put little tickets to the train at the zoo, or to feed the animals. Oh, you know what a little stocking stuffer would be? My kids would love this. Get a bunch of quarters and put them in a little baggie or a little something, and tell them it's for the machines at the grocery store. Brady, I mean, again, it's just junk you're going to throw away. But like, how fun is it to go get a treat from the machine at the grocery store, or to get Skittles or whatever? That's just something that's so fun. I'm write that down. I'm going to do that. Oh, I also do the whole, you guys have seen how I organize my notes on my phone. I do little emojis, and it's all very, very organized. But Brian and I share a note where I'm keeping gift ideas. And so gift ideas for our kids, gift ideas for each other, that kind of thing. I keep it all year long, and we both kind of have that to go off of. And then I use that when I'm doing my shopping. The other thing I do is I have a gift inventory note on my phone. Don't laugh. It's helpful because I will lose things. Like, this is a terrible story. So I have this app. I have this note, and I keep track of what I've bought everyone, so that one kid doesn't get more than the others or less or whatever. Last year, I bought a gift for Brian. I bought a gift for Brian. It was a Mont Blanc pen. Brian's a pen guy. Loves pens. He works in corporate America. Loves to have like the nice pen. I bought him a Mont Blanc pen. It was an expensive pen. He wanted it forever, whatever. Bought it. I hid it. Really good. Really good. And then on Christmas morning, we went to unwrap gifts, and it wasn't there. And it was like my one gift to him. And
we spent Christmas Day looking for
a pen. And I was like, I felt so bad. He didn't have a gift for me. I was like, I'm so sorry. He was like, fine. When we moved, he was unpacking. He was unpacking the guest room. He pulls it out. It's wrapped. He's like, Emily, look what I found. And it was that Mont Blanc pen. So now he has 2 because I had to go buy him another one. Anyway, all that to say, keep gifts in your house in one place. Keep them in, like, the guest room in our house is off limits right now because all the gifts are in there. Keep them all in one place. Do not hide things from yourself. Someone just said, oh, hi, Gail. I always recognize your name from these things. My in-laws give sports seasons. Oh, cool. Baseball, basketball, soccer. Those are expensive and they want to do them. So grandma and grandpa help make that happen. Like playing baseball and soccer. Those are expensive.
Right.
That's so sweet.
Exactly.
What a great idea. Someone said, where can I see your notes? I'll share my notes on Instagram later. I keep lists of everything in my notes app. I was having dinner with some friends last night and I keep a note about what wines we love and where we have tried them. And whenever we're looking for a good bottle, like we'll go there and look at it. Same with cheeses. Also important. Let's see. I put a section in notes called Where Is It? That's awesome. Okay. Someone else said hide them in suitcases. Grandma Fort playing time here. She gives Grandma Fort playing time. Like as a coupon, like I'll build a fort.
Oh, a fort. Oh,
That's
I heard about fort. I'm like,
cute.
what?
No forks.
Yeah. But that's the things they
cute.
remember, especially coming from grandparents.
Oh,
They're not going to remember. And I'm going to tell you, if you're going to buy an expensive gift,
yeah,
buy Magnetiles.
yeah.
This is not sponsored.
Oh, literally. Hey,
Magnetiles.
Magnetiles, sponsor us.
Magnetiles that's the gift to give.
It
Everybody loves them. I taught school for 38 years. I have never seen anything like it. They can play with them forever.
Yes. Yes.
And the more, the merrier.
Tyler Joseph Lay loves a Magnetile. And Magformers are the other brand of magnet thingies. They're less expensive and they're
smaller.
Yeah. And they're apparently wonderful. I think Tyler's getting some for Christmas. Right?
He is.
Yeah. And they have princess ones too. My kids could play with Magnetiles forever. And Legos. I mean, yeah. So that's what our kids are getting. And by the way, gift giving with kids, I had someone told me this, I think it was last year. Don't buy your kids anything they need for the last 3 months of the year. Like if they need new shoes, make them rock those shoes for a little while longer. Get them their shoes for Christmas. Caroline Soule is getting 3 pairs of shoes for Christmas because her feet have just doubled in size. And she's getting shoes. Tyler's getting shoes. They're getting underwear.
Yeah,
Did I get underwear?
Yes.
Yeah. It's presents to
What
open.
goes in for us? What went in the stockings were things that you needed.
Yes.
Like
hair ties.
Yeah, and a bows and
toothpaste.
A new toothbrush and
yeah.
I
and
saw
you wrapped
this
them
on.
all.
Oh yeah, we wrapped them because
I don't do that, but she did that.
Well, the fun is
More
unwrapping.
things, yeah.
But this is something to think about. Something they want, something they need, something they'll wear, something they'll read.
Yeah. Oh, you wrote notes down.
No, these are not for this, but
just
for this is what I keep going all year long, so that
really that's fun.
Yeah.
I appreciate the 3 emojis that you had at the top of that, by the way.
Oh yeah,
I'll show you how to do that on Instagram. So that's super fun. Somebody said, "What ages are Magnetiles for?" Any? Like, I'm pretty sure my kids played with Magnetiles at the age of 2, maybe even earlier. I'll link the Magnetiles over on Instagram and the Magformers, and I'll show you the princess ones because they're really fun too. Tyler's getting Magnetile house. Did you know that's a thing? Yeah, it's like it has all the pieces to build a little house.
He can build a house with Magnetiles.
He can build.
He builds a tower.
He builds towers. There's so much. Oh, look at that.
Here's a couple ideas for you that don't cost a lot of money, but are fun to do with kids. And you know what? It doesn't matter to them where you bought it, or it's the time with you that they want. If you're all running around trying to make your house perfect, if you're running around putting up thousands of decorations, if we need to talk about decorations too later.
We do need to talk about decorations.
Yeah. If you're running around town buying, tons and tons of gifts and the fancy food, you're in the kitchen trying to make the fancy foods, they don't care.
They don't care.
They want time with you.
True story.
From now until Christmas, set aside some time. So make a hot chocolate bar and you think, well, I have to go out and get all this stuff. No, you don't. You need a candy cane. You need mini chocolate chips.
I'm taking notes.
You need the hot chocolate. You need some cute little cups if you've got them. If not, use the ones you've got. And you need whipped cream and marshmallows.
And they will remember it. Like
They do. Used to do this in my classroom.
Yeah.
You know, kids come back and they, oh, remember we did the hot chocolate bar?
Do you want to hear like one of my most vivid memories of as a kid? And I think my brother would say the same thing. We were studying medieval times. You knew I was going to say that, didn't you?
Yeah.
We've talked about this, how it's just a very basic memory, but we remember it. We were studying medieval times? It was something in school. And we were
in your drama class. Your
Yeah.
drama teacher did this.
And we were talking about how they didn't use utensils. Like, they didn't eat with forks and knives and spoons. They used their hands. And so my mom made meatloaf and mashed potatoes and peas, and we ate dinner with no utensils.
But they didn't know it when they came to the table.
But we were like, Mom, we don't have any forks. And they were like, she was like, yeah, we're going to eat with no utensils. And it was so against the rules. Like, it was so, what do you mean? Like, I'm going to get messy? Like, really? But it's one of those memories that cost exactly nothing. And Brett and I
nothing to do with Christmas, though.
But it's such a fun memory. I mean, it's like the hot chocolate bar thing you said. Like, I have the packets of hot chocolate in there right now. And I could easily, I don't have candy canes, but I
you
have
crush
marshmallows.
up one candy cane.
Well, that's fun.
Because you could give them a candy cane. And, you can make this as fancy as you want.
I
But
have whipped
why?
cream.
They don't care.
Yeah.
And then you go and read a Christmas book together while I'm big on reading. You read those Christmas books.
Oh, I have a great book. I'll link it over on Instagram, or I'll post all these links here. But there's a great Christmas book if you have kids my twins' age, and it's like the alphabet through Christmas. They have them for all the holidays. I got it from Artisana, and Tyler has memorized the whole thing. So he'll look at it and he'll go, A is for angel, B is for baking, C is for caroling, D is for decorating. And it's so cute, and it has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that everyone with a kid that's 3 years old needs this. Okay.
Okay, I got a couple others.
Okay,
like
go.
that.
Yeah.
Baking Christmas cookies. Okay, pick out 2 or 3 of your favorites, your family's favorites.
Cookie exchanges are the worst thing ever.
Yes.
Like,
Just
I hope
say
nobody's
it.
inviting me to one, because bringing 13 dozen cookies to anything is horrible.
And are you going to bring those 13 dozen home and eat them? No.
They're fun. They're so fun, but also like that much work. All right.
Okay, so Christmas cookies. Pick out a few that you like. Make those. Your family does not need, 37 different kinds of cookies. You're going to end up throwing them away.
Brian Lay would disagree with that statement.
No, all you need to do is make chocolate chip cookies for him.
That's
You're
true.
good. So with your kids, they don't know the difference between homemade cookies and the store-bought cookies. So if you're going to decorate cookies, I like to decorate cookies, and I like to make the sugar cookie dough and roll it out and cut out all the things and decorate them. And I'll do that with my grandkids for a couple of them, but I'm going to do the rest because that's what I like to do. I have time now. I'm retired. But with your kids or your grandkids, go get some store-bought cookies. As long as you've got all that icing and stuff to put on, that's what they care about. And doing and spending that time with you.
Yeah.
They just want to decorate a cookie.
They don't care if it's fancy or store-bought.
They're going to do it their way. So just go get a store-bought, but then get all the fun stuff, the sprinkles and the different color icings, and do that.
That's fun. A bunch of people are asking about the stage of life when you have teenagers. So I can't speak to that because my kids are 8, 3, and 3. But 8, no, he's 7. He's almost 8. But we were just talking about when we were not married, but we had significant others, Brett and I, and like one of our fun traditions that we did.
You talking about the dinners?
The dinners.
Okay. This works several different ways. If you're going to host family, a couple families at your house for Christmas, if you're going to have friends staying with you over Christmas, or if you have, I think maybe y'all were all engaged, or
yeah, I think we were. I don't think we were married yet.
You weren't married yet.
Yeah,
you weren't married yet. So I got tired of cooking all those meals when they were all home for a week. So I decided to have a competition. And it was the Cowan Cook-Off.
And we're competitive people. So
we bought medals that you could win.
Oh, but it wasn't couple against couple. It was girls against boys.
It was girls against boys.
Right.
Poor Taylor.
I can cook. I'm a better baker, all right?
She could decorate anything.
Totally.
Okay, so here was the criteria. You had to, and you had to pay for all this. You had to shop. You had to plan your menu for one meal. You had to shop. You had to cook it. You had to decorate the table to whatever you wanted to use that we had, or if you wanted to go out and buy more stuff, you could do that too. And you had to clean up. You were judged on all those things. Besides how
Nana and Pop were the judges.
Of course. And it got so competitive.
It was so fun.
The guys were outside on a green egg, and
Is that what they did? I don't remember theirs. It wasn't
Taylor was in the kitchen. She had flour all over her, and she was making her Nana's homemade chicken and dumplings. Oh. And Emily was standing at the dining room table hanging things.
Wait, that was the next year. We did chicken and dumplings from Taylor's grandma. But then another year we did Mexican.
The Mexican.
So we did tacos. And we made margarita. This was me and Taylor. We made margaritas. We hung piñatas from the ceiling. I printed out menus, of course. We had like chips and queso. I'm pretty sure we won. Didn't we win? I'm pretty sure.
Well, I know. I think you probably have each one. But
there's Taylor's laughing. That was funny. Okay, so but the point behind all of that is it simplifies things for the host.
Yes.
Right? So Nana didn't
too nice. I didn't have to cook.
And we were traveling. No, I must have lived here then.
No, I forget. You didn't live here.
So it would simplify things so that she didn't, my mom and dad didn't have to cook every night with people in town.
So if you're having if you're having people stay with you, nobody wants to be a guest and not get to participate. Everybody wants to do their share. So just say, hey, take a meal, whether it be breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can take us out. You can make it here. Whatever, use whatever I have here, go get what you need, but you're in charge of one meal. Just let me know what it is.
Yeah. So that was fun. Okay. Let's talk about decorating. So, a lot of people asked when it comes to Christmas decorating, how do you do it and not let your house feel completely and totally cluttered? Right. And I, for many years, felt like I love Christmas, like my favorite time of year. I decorate the day after Halloween, but I always felt like my house suddenly felt cluttery. Like there was stuff everywhere. And I don't know why, but one year it just occurred to me that Taylor said, I'm sitting here talking to you both as if you can hear me. We won. You're right, Taylor. We did win. We're undefeated. We need to bring that tradition back. But it occurred to me one year, you have to undecorate your house and put things away before you decorate for Christmas.
Don't decorate your clutter.
You can't decorate your clutter. You can't organize clutter, but you also can't decorate clutter. Like, don't put new stuff on top of stuff you already have. So if you're bringing out Christmas candles, all of your regular candles should go away. Put them away. The boxes or bins or whatever you keep your Christmas stuff in, just pack it all back in that. And then when you put Christmas away, you'll just exchange it. So like throw pillows. Bring out the Christmas throw pillows, put away the regular throw pillows, or, dishes, or...
And don't decorate every room in your house. Decorate the rooms that you're in.
True. Although I really love the whole idea of having multiple Christmas trees. It's a life goal. I'm still figuring out how to have one, but I always love those houses that have a ton of them. Okay, so Jessa says statement pieces and good smells. I love that theory. Statement pieces and good smells. That's what we have here. I don't have a ton of Christmas decorations, to be honest. I mean, I have wreaths on the door, garland on the stairs, Christmas tree, garland here, and then candles. Oh, and I have these throw pillows, but that's it. I mean,
and you have a runner down the table.
I have a runner. So I have a tabletop thing. So I guess I do have a lot of Christmas decorations, but I don't have a lot of,
but not on every end table and every.
I don't have a lot of like tchotchke things.
Yeah,
like
you've got to live in that house still.
Yeah. And I love old Christmas stuff. Like my favorite Christmas decoration I've had for years and years and years. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I have a manger scene. It's a nativity my grandmother gave me, and I put it out every single year. I threaten everyone with their lives not to touch it because it's my absolute favorite. And Brian was putting it away one Christmas and dropped it. He was putting it in the attic, he dropped it, and somebody on Instagram, I think this was back when Instagram was new, somebody found a replacement one for me on eBay, and I bought it and was able to replace some of the pieces. But like, I love them. I think the meaningful things like that. Like when we did Thanksgiving, we brought out my grandma's gold flatware that took me like 6 hours to polish. what else do we do? Your vintage cups.
Mm-hmm.
Where are those from? I found them on Etsy, but
they're from
like a Sears catalog.
Yeah, I think years ago you went to Sears and you bought something and you got a free set of glasses.
Yeah,
6 of them, and that's what she loves.
And they're so special. They're not fancy. They're just beautiful and special. And so mixing those kinds of things in, I think, is so important and so fun. I also think it's super fun. And my team was reminding me of this yesterday. I've posted a couple times on Instagram about how we do a Christmas bucket list. So at the beginning of the holiday season, Brian and I will sit down and say, like, what is it we want to do? Are there like shows we want to go see, or do we want to drive around and look at Christmas lights, or do we want to do
People
host
don't
a Christmas
do a lot
party?
of Christmas lights anymore.
I know.
We used to do that with y'all, but
yeah. Well, so we would make this bucket list of the things that we actually wanted to get done, and we would schedule them. Like, don't let them just happen to you, or like, oh, I forgot about that particular thing we want to do, and now we have to hurry up and do it. Sitting down at the beginning of the season and saying, okay, and you could do it right now. You could say, these are, the 3 or 4 big things we want to do. Imagine yourself on New Year's Day looking back and saying, that was a fun Christmas or a fun holiday season, whatever you celebrate. And is that the Blue Angels?
no, it's garbage truck.
Oh, that's loud. But put those things down on the calendar ahead of time. Spend some time just going ahead and like booking that or scheduling that or marking the time down, and have it all set up and ready to go so that you can schedule other things around that. I also think it's so important not to overschedule yourself during the holidays, because there's something so special and fun about just having a night with the fireplace going, watching movies, or doing nothing.
A lot of those nights.
A lot of those, yeah.
If your kids are in school, they're just bombarded with Christmas stuff right now. They're making things, and they're bringing home those special ornaments that they have spent hours at school making. And yes, they're covered in glue and glitter, but put them on your Christmas tree. Yeah. They worked hard on those. I have their ornaments, and I have my grandkids' ornaments. Last year we made them. Those are what's special to me when I put up my tree. Mm-hmm. Also from teaching, I have all those ornaments from students, and I look back, and those are some happy memories when I look back at those. And you'll get there too. I mean, even to let your kids do some decorating ornaments at home if you've got time. They're going to be out of school for a week before Christmas, so start thinking about it. Start thinking about it.
I love that. And we put a lot. So our Christmas tree, I wish I could turn this thing around and show it to you. Our Christmas tree is beautiful and fancy, and it's artificial. It's a Balsam Hill. Mom and I both just got one, and they're worth every penny if you have an artificial tree. Mm-hmm. I don't like fake trees because they have spiders in them. According to me, every real tree has a spider in it. And I don't do spiders. But mine has like the fancy glitter flower thingies. I have magnolias on it, all fake. The tartan ribbon. So all that is put on it, and like the big fancy ball ornaments. But then my kids come in and we decorate. We put on the, whatever ornaments they made, our special family things, like the thing we got at Disney World. Like we put all of that stuff up there. We try to get an ornament anytime we go anywhere, like travel. And so we put all of that on top of that tree. So to me, the tree is like fancy and pretty, but then it's really special too, and it has all those things. I also have a little tree in the playroom upstairs with all of the other ornaments, like, I don't know, whatever random thing they picked up at Target or whatever, just the random ones that are all kid stuff. And so we have all that upstairs. But the things they make, definitely on the tree, or we have our big bulletin boards and we'll pin them up on there, all the things that they've made. Oh gosh, someone said, Emily, what gift did you receive while in college that you still own? Gosh, in college? I have absolutely no idea. When I was in college, I was
about the gift.
English major, and I remember getting books from my grandma when I was in college. She gave me the book Heidi. She gave me Emily Dickinson's poems and Edgar Allan Poe, because I loved like the romantic authors. That's a whole other thing. But I loved those books, and she gave them to me. I still have them. So those are really special. People want to see Nana's Christmas tree. All right. Let me look through our questions and see if we got them all.
Somebody was asking about getting husbands on board.
Oh yeah, I saw that question.
Tell me. When the kids were little, and I was trying to do all the things and work, and
my mom was a teacher for 38 years.
Now, I will tell you, you've got to plan, and you got to plan early. You can't wait till the last minute. Now you can order as much stuff as you can online, and you can have your groceries delivered, or you can go to Walmart and pick them up. That's huge lifesaver right there for you. But you know, when they were little, my husband would always say, why are we spending so much money? We had a Christmas club through our credit union that we saved a little bit out of our check every month. And then on like November 11th or something, it was all put into our account. And that was our Christmas money. And we stuck to that budget. We decided every year how much we were going to spend. That included the food, the gifts, everything. A little bit out each month. And we couldn't get into that Christmas club without a penalty.
They penalize you, right?
Yeah. So, you know, it was there. So that money would hit our bank account, and we were like, you know, I was out the door and I was trying to get all the toys and everything for them. And he would always say, how come we always spend so much money? And, you know, why do you have to go again? And, you know, those kind of questions. So I said, I'll tell you what, let's you and I take a day off from work.
Oh, I remember this.
And we'll go out to breakfast. We'll go out to lunch. We'll take the kids to school because they went to a magnet school. So we took them to school. We went to breakfast. The stores weren't open yet. So we had to, you know, go to breakfast. We would shop, we would go to lunch, and then we would pick up the kids. So we'd make a whole day of it. It's going to be great.
This is also how she got me to clean my room. That's
all
a whole story.
Oh, that's a great story too. So he was like, great, I'll schedule the day and we'll go. We'll have this whipped out in no time. Well, we went to breakfast and we dropped the kids off and we did all the things, and we went in the stores and some of the items were gone. Or they weren't on sale anymore, or we couldn't find what we were looking for. And he'd be like, just get something, just what, you know, where else do we have to go? Oh, we got to go to the next store now. We'll see if they have it. He got a whole new appreciation on what Christmas, you know, was. What was that? Was
a bird like dive bombing water out there.
He got a new appreciation because he carried all the packages. I was looking through all the things and making sure it was just right when we were standing there at the store, and he would go pay for it, and he'd be at the end, he'd be like, I don't care how much it costs, just get it. Let's go. He had a whole new appreciation for Christmas, and he went every year thereafter with me.
I remember you always did that. But didn't you do it right after Thanksgiving?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And when things were like on sale, and I remember you doing that. I love Nana's tips on how to get people to do what you want. And that is make a fun day out of it, right?
Yes. You know what time of year? All those new toys are coming in for your kids. So now's the time. Say, okay, Santa's coming. He's bringing all those toys. I need to talk to you about Santa too. He's coming. He's bringing you all those toys. Let's go to your room and see what we can donate
for kids who
need toys.
Yeah.
What are you willing? Because we've got to make room for it up here. Plus, Santa might just look in here at your room and see how well organized it is, and how you're ready for new toys. So, and then the other thing about Santa, we had an agreement with Santa. We talk, and we said, Santa, we'll buy all the presents that go under the tree. We'll wrap all those presents that go under the tree. You bring the big present that's hard to wrap. So when the kids were little, and we did this up through, well, I know Brian and Taylor were both involved in the last one we did. So it was probably right after you got married. Mm-hmm. The last gift was the big thing, the bike. Well, not for them, but you know what I'm talking about, for the kids, bike or the kitchen set, something that was too hard to wrap that Santa had to work on the night before. So you hid it. We hid it, and we wrote a poem, and there were clues that they got on Christmas morning. One at a time, they went through the bag, and it might be new wording to a Christmas song, and they had to sing it one clue at a time, and then they had to go find the next clue. So it might be
it was always in the washing machine.
No, it wasn't. You had to go to the washing machine. You always had to go to the mailbox, and we hoped it was cold outside.
Right.
You had to run upstairs and get something.
We did this like in college too.
Yes. You had to go find your last gift. Well, if you've only got 2 kids and, there's not hundreds of presents under the tree, Christmas morning can go that fast. This drug it out some and made it fun. And, I'm sure they remember it. They remember those.
We do.
Going out there and finding those.
It was a fun tradition too, to like carry on and keep doing. And we do it with our kids now too. So that's fun. Somebody asked, and I think you didn't know I was going to ask you this, but they're asking about having older parents at Christmas time, and how do you like make sure that they're included, and how do you deal with that? And like with grandma, my mom's mom passed away many years ago, but had Alzheimer's for many years. Like, did you do anything special to keep her included and keep like?
All grandparents want to do is be there with their grandkids. They don't need we don't need any more gifts. We're trying to get rid of things. We're trying to make things easy so that we're not tied down to clutter and plus, who wants to go? We had to go through my parents, their house and all of those things. You don't want all that stuff to have to deal with. So I don't think, probably in my opinion, they're not interested in gifts. There's nothing that they need.
They just want to be part of it.
They want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And whether, it's going to visit them before or after Christmas, whether it's not on Christmas morning, save that time for yourself. But I just think, they want to see you on that day.
Yeah.
Even if you have to FaceTime.
Isn't that like a magical advice? It's so simple. It's just so easy.
Don't buy them anything. They don't need anything.
My grandmother had Alzheimer's for many, many years, and eventually was in an assisted living. Is that what we call it? This incredible.
She was in a nursing home.
It was a beautiful, wonderful, amazing place.
She had to have full care. Yeah.
Yeah. And we would go and we always visited her. I even visited her in my wedding dress so she could see me. And so I think it's just like you said, they just want to be included. So I hope that advice helps. Oh my gosh, I saw so many things that I wanted to. You're making the internet cry, Nana. Oh, my mom.
This is a happy time. Don't let the stress. Here's something funny I thought of the other. And I used to say this when my kids were little. I have so much to do in teaching and do all the Christmas things with my class. I have so much to do at home, just on a regular basis with the laundry and the dinners and all those things. And then you're going to throw Christmas on top of that? Like I can manage all this? No, you can. Just don't try to do it all. Your kids will remember those little things. They won't remember what they got for Christmas. What did you get for Christmas in college?
I didn't get a stroller when I was 3.
Yes, she did. She got the stroller that turned into the high chair, that turned into the...
Apparently I threw a fit when I was 3 because I didn't get a stroller.
I didn't get my strollo.
I called it a strollo. So when I was like 13, maybe 18, they bought me a stroller. And I was like,
she wanted.
What's this? But Caroline plays with it now. Anyway, she's actually like ripped a hole in it because she plays with it so much. So one of our fun traditions that Brian's dad started when Brian was a kid is every year he bought him M&Ms. And it's Brian's, like, he always looks for his M&Ms at Christmas time. And his dad passed away many years ago, but I buy him M&Ms every year. And it's not big, it's just special. And I think that is fun.
The Lifesaver books.
Lifesaver books. Yeah, start a fun tradition, like with the little things like that. We always got Lifesaver books in our...
Then they became teenagers and it turned to gummy books.
Yummy. All right. Does anybody else have any more questions or anything we didn't talk about? I feel like we talked about all kinds of things. Christmas traditions. Let me look back at Hannah's questions that she sent me. We talked about gifts, talked about clutter. So Christmas cards. First of all, Christmas cards. Should people save Christmas cards? If you ask us, no.
No.
Why would you save those? Now, every year when I get them, I love getting them. I send them. I hang them up on a glass door. I don't know where I'm going to do it here, but I always just take some washi tape and I hang them up and we look at them and we enjoy them. And then when Christmas is over, goodbye. They're gone. I have friends.
You'll get new ones next year.
You'll get new ones next year. I have friends that punch a hole in each one and put it on a binder ring. And they'll either do that with just their own family cards. I do save 4 of every family card, 1 for me and 1 for each of my kids in their little treasure boxes. But that's just ours. I don't save everybody else's. So if you send me a Christmas card, thank you. I love it. I'll enjoy it. And then I'm throwing it away, recycling it. The other thing, someone was asking about teacher gifts. What's a good teacher gift?
Simplified.
I didn't tell her to say that. I didn't tell her to say that.
Go to Target. Go to, what's the other place?
Office Depot, Staples, Amazon, EmilyLay.com.
They'll love it. Notepads.
Yeah.
Somebody asked the other day, what's the one thing that
you want
you to make
someone
in the
just
shop?
asked that there too. Yeah.
I love to-do lists. I love to, even if I'm doing something and it's not on my list, I'll go write it on there so I can cross it off.
Me too.
I love it. I just love it. I love seeing success. So I want long to-do lists.
Like
and I don't want them to say anything like
just Jessa's hand-painted flowers.
Yes, that would work.
Jessa, get on that.
Jessa, I got another idea for you.
Like a long one?
That are long
and skinny?
Long and skinny. You know, like when you go to Target dollar spot and they have those magnetic ones. I don't want to put it on my refrigerator, but the magnetic ones and they're long. I want some of those.
Mm-hmm.
My grocery list works like that too.
Dusty said, take pictures and make it your contact picture for the year, like pictures from Christmas cards. That's a cute idea.
There you go.
All right, you heard it. Nana's idea. Okay. We do a tradition where we give every family member a new pair of Christmas socks and then put them on and stand in a circle, put one foot in, take a photo of our Christmas feet.
There you go.
It's cute to see.
That's fun.
The little feet get bigger over
the years. I love it.
So
let's do that.
Aww.
We'll draw names and then Taylor, that's what we'll do. We'll draw names. We'll go by that person, Christmas socks, and then we'll do that picture. Whoever that was, thank you. We've been trying to think of something new this year.
That's cute. We used to do a white elephant party. Like our family and some of our friends would come get together. It was just funny, like funny gifts. Mm-hmm. That was always a fun tradition. Jessa just said, I'm going to come stay with Nana. We can have a week.
Yeah. Come on.
That's so funny. 2019 collection brought to you by Nana's Ideas and Jessa's Florals. I need a Nana coupon. That's so great. Okay, this is fun. Let me see if we got all these other ideas. Does Nana wrap all the gifts at one time or as she buys them? This is from Brittany. You do it all at once.
I do it all at once. I always, when I was working, I planned 3 days off just for me. Well, was it 3 or 2? I can't remember. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
One was to go shopping with my husband. One was to wrap presents because they were in school and I could get it all done. So I did it all at one time. I don't like getting everything out and doing a little bit at a time.
Me neither.
I just want to do the whole thing.
I don't actually like wrapping gifts.
And, you know, I love to wrap gifts. And you know what?
You want to wrap mine?
You know, yeah, I'll do it. I liked wrapping gifts, but I only use 2 or 3 papers. I don't use a ton of it.
And you don't need fancy paper either.
The best. Can I say where the best place to get it is? Hobby Lobby.
Oh.
They have the best. If you have a Hobby Lobby, it's thick. It's great paper. It doesn't rip easily. I love it.
My grandmother, her mom, she was very fancy. Do you still have that?
No. It's still on there.
Oh, man.
It fell apart.
Did it? Was that old? So she bought, where did she get it?
At a, like, Merchant Paper or one of those paper companies.
It was a roll of wrapping paper that was probably as big as I am. It was like this big around. And I don't even know how she finagled the thing. It was so big.
My dad did it.
And it was blue and green, right?
Blue and green?
Blue and green. And it was it was Grandmommy's wrapping paper. And every gift you ever got came off Grammy's wrapping paper roll. Mm-hmm. And it was
she only stored one roll.
One roll. Maybe she's the original. Was she simplified?
No, I was simplifying things at her house. She'd be at work. I'd be off in the summer. I was organizing the pantry.
That's awesome. My grandmother wore a fur coat and white gloves. Like she was just fancy. So fancy.
She was fancy. And you know, that's something about, we were talking about the junk food dinner and how we eat on the floor and all that. But we also have a night where we get out my mom's Christmas dishes. And we set a fancy table, and the kids are there. Yeah, and the kids are there, and
to mind our manners.
They learn, you know. But even the grandkids now, they learn that, you know, this is a special dinner, and we'll dress up and
sit the right way and use the right fork.
We go out, and you know, we always go out at Christmas one night, and we go to our favorite place at the beach, at the Grand Marlin.
We need to make a reservation for that.
Yeah. And we all dress up, and the kids go, and they know how to sit. You know, we talk to them about their manners. Where are they going to learn that kind of stuff if we don't do that?
My grandmother used to take me to this very fancy restaurant called Scopolo's in Pensacola, and I had to wear my fanciest dress. And I swear, my mom says she didn't do this, but I swear she made me wear white gloves and had to like sit the certain way. And but she taught me how to behave at the table and how to like do that. Okay, so
we took Caroline a couple months ago.
She still talks about it. Oh, that's funny. People are saying we should make a wrapping paper. Whit has been dying to make a wrapping paper.
Only sell people one roll.
Just one big giant roll. Okay, so a couple of parenting questions before we go, Nana. What you have two kids. I was thinking about this in the shower this morning. You have two kids who both are happily married and have good jobs. How'd you do that? I want to know for my own selfish reasons.
We were involved.
Yeah. Like what's the best parenting tip for people who are trying to do it all? What is your best parenting tip for people who are like trying to do it all and potentially feel like they're failing because A, they feel like they don't have time, B, they feel like they don't have enough money. Like
time is the best thing you can give your kids.
Yeah. And if you don't have enough time, make time.
Mm-hmm. Read those books at night when they're little. Talk to them before you put them to bed about their day, and don't try to do it when they come home. They don't want to talk to you about that. Don't try to do it while you're doing something else. Give them your attention. Go to their soccer games. Go to their ballet recitals. Be there. Be part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't have to do, you know, your kids don't have to do it all. Do what you can do, but spend time with them. We used to go downtown and feed the birds at the end of the pier. We just
did that this weekend. That's fun. Yeah.
Just little things. They just want time with you.
Yeah.
And if Christmas is just rush, I got to do this. I can't do that. And I can't talk to you right now because I'm trying to get this made for dinner and well, then you lose it. You lose it with them. They're going to go somewhere else. They're going to go somewhere else and get that attention.
True story. And I think something that's cool, and this doesn't have anything to do with Christmas, but my team text message thread is going nuts about Happy Stripe wrapping paper. I just thought I would let you guys know that.
But I thought of it last night with Christmas colors.
Happy Stripe, though. That'd be fun.
Yeah, but Christmas colors.
Yeah. Christmas Happy Stripe. Ooh, that'd be fun. No, I was thinking about how you and Dad always were very accessible. Like, my brother and I always felt like we could talk to you about anything. And to this day, I mean, literally, I feel like I can talk to you and Dad about anything. And Dad, like moms are like that, I feel like. But even dads, like my dad was always just very open and accessible and there. And but I think a lot of times we have a lot of guilt about the fact that, like, you know, our elves didn't bring pajamas to our kids the night they came, or like our elves, you know, the elf on the shelf thing, our elves aren't doing fancy, crazy things around the house. Like no one cares. Your kids don't care about that stuff. They just care that you sat down and read a Christmas book, or you sat down and told them a story. Or I heard on, there's a really great book called Simplicity Parenting that like changed my life, the parenting game. The other one is Sally Clarkson. She's just amazing. But in Simplicity Parenting, they talk about how at night when your kids are going to bed, that's when they unpack their souls. And I love that phrase, like they unpack their souls at night because they're in bed. They know that it's their last few minutes with another human being before they close their eyes, and they unpack their souls. And every single one of my kids do it. If you sit there long enough and then don't talk, they will unpack and they'll tell you.
It's also a great way for them to put off going to sleep.
Yeah.
So they want to tell you everything.
That's Brady Lay. But like Tyler,
they wear down.
Yeah, like Tyler he'll just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk, and he'll start telling you things that you're like, what? He'll start talking about memories he has, and like, anyway, it's just such a special time too. Someone said our elf sits on top of our tree. I love that. Elf doesn't move; it just sits on top of the tree. Take the pressure off.
I'm not. That's just something else to do.
Yeah.
Do you want somebody watching over you all the time?
Oh, talk about Santa. You said you were going to talk about Santa.
I did.
Oh, you did.
That Santa, we had an agreement. He brought the big thing. Your kids need to know that you spent time getting these presents and money, and Santa brought the big thing.
How do you navigate kids that are starting to ask questions about Santa?
You always ask them, what do you think? And then you say, hey, I still believe, don't you?
Don't tell Nana, but she's never had the Santa talk with me.
There isn't one.
There's no talk to be had. You either believe in the magic or you don't. And I think that's probably, I don't know if this is what you said to me, but it's my memory is like, if you believe in Christmas magic, Christmas magic exists.
Exactly.
And like, I've read all these things lately about
words.
like telling, I don't know, all these different conversations I have with kids, and I don't know how to have the conversation because I've never had, but
somebody's going to tell him at school, and he's going to come home and he's going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
It happens all the time.
Brady's starting to just say little things, and he still very much believes, and I love that. But like, I've wondered and have meant to ask you that. But if you believe in Christmas magic is true. Somebody just said, Michelle, hi. I just want to say I read your comment and I think it's really sweet. My boys are crazy. We're on a one military income. We barely see their dad because of his job. He just now has been here for the same amount of time for our oldest has been alive.
Aww.
Thank you for simplifying everything. This is everything. Yeah.
So time is more important to you than anything.
Absolutely. Hey, Maddie Bell. Oh yeah, Maddie said her mom said, you don't believe, you don't receive. And so 13-year-old me couldn't ruin it for Allie.
You did. You know you did, Maddie.
Lindsay Pyatt, Lindsay's on our team. Lindsay said, write a letter and pass the responsibility of Santa on to them. Makes it so much fun. I have seen that, and I think that's a really sweet idea. I had a friend in Tampa who said that her oldest, they had a conversation with her oldest saying, now that he's now part of something and part of keeping the magic alive. And I thought that was a really sweet way to do it too.
Don't you still believe?
Of course. What do you mean? What? Yeah, somebody else just said the same thing about don't believe, don't receive. My mom always told me, as long as I believe it's true, then it is. So we still joke, and I still tell her I always believe. Amen, amen. All right, guys. This was fun. It took me a whole year to get Nana to come back on Facebook Live, and I'm so glad she did.
I'll be back in February. Is it February?
For what? What are you doing? Yes.
Decluttering.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
Hold on. Guys, I'll tell you the dates. Can somebody on my team tell me the dates of the Declutter Challenge? Well, I'll tell you first. The Simplicity Challenge starts January 1st. Hold on. We use a project management system called Asana, and I'm going to get in there and look it up. We're going to do the Simplicity Challenge starting January 1st. That is where we do one step every single day that takes under 15 minutes and exactly $0. It has literally gone viral on Instagram. The first year we did it, it just went nuts. And so we've done it ever since. It's been so much fun. It's in our Simplified planners as well, in the signature Simplified planners. So our Ruthless Declutter Challenge begins March 11th. So put it on your calendars. I don't care what's your situation, you can declutter. Even if you just moved into a house. My front closet.
Even if you decluttered 2 months ago. You can declutter still.
Literally.
Too much stuff.
I have a playroom that needs to be decluttered again. I have a front closet that basically is the catch-all for everything that we didn't know where to put it in this house.
Christmas. As you're putting it away, get rid of the junk.
Yes.
Only keep your favorite things.
I need to do that. Best, favorite, necessary. So we are going to make a big deal about the Ruthless Declutter Challenge this year, because last year it was literally done on a whim as we were listing our house in Tampa. But this year we're going to really make it awesome because so many people loved it and so many people got behind it. So that'll be fun.
Can I do a speed round?
Yeah.
Are y'all ready?
Okay.
I'm going to read you some of my things in my notes.
Okay.
Speed round. It's going to go fast.
Okay.
I have to look for 'em. I have a lot of notes. Okay. Christmas activities. Decorate cookies, gingerbread house contest, hot chocolate bar, popcorn movie night, visit Santa and have your picture made with them. I'm talking about the entire family.
Ooh.
Game night. Game night.
For
the
adults
kids.
is fun too.
No, yeah, for the adults too, but the kids are in it. These games are so much fun. They don't take anything. You get 2 stockings. You fill it with exactly the same 5 items, 10 items, whatever you want to put in it. And then you race to be one of Santa's elves. See how fast, divide into teams, see how fast you can unpack the stocking 1 item at a time and repack it and send it down the line. The kids are in it. The adults are in it.
It's fun.
It gets loud. You beat on the table and encourage everybody to. And if you win, then you're Santa's helper that night. And if you lose, you get to do it again if you want. It's not about winning. It's just about having fun. Another one is take an old wreath or any kind of wreath and hang it from something, and take rolled up socks and say they're snowballs, and everybody takes a turn throwing them through the wreath. Musical chairs with Christmas songs. Christmas bingo.
Oh yeah, we did that.
Yeah.
We've been doing that.
Okay.
Use Hershey Kisses.
I got off track here.
That's the thing.
If you don't want to decorate cookies, dip Ruffles potato chips in chocolate and decorate them with sprinkles.
That sounds so good.
Have a fondue, like cut up some fruit and melt some chocolate and let the kids dip in the fondue, have a fondue party.
My kids love that.
Okay, let's see what else. Christmas dinner. Don't go all that fancy stuff. Get a ham. Make that potato casserole that everybody makes.
Y'all want the recipe? We share the recipe.
Everybody knows it. The hash brown casserole that doesn't take anything. But instead of putting cornflakes on top, put those French fried onion rings on top. It's better. Make a salad. Get some Hawaiian
always
rolls.
Making it extra.
And do breakfast bake or something that morning, cinnamon rolls. I got all this stuff in here.
If you want Nana's world famous lasagna recipe, you can get it in a Simplified Life.
I used to make that. That's right.
It's epic, and it's my kids' and my husband's favorite food on planet Earth. And it's in a Simplified Life. That's the Blue Angels. There they are.
Okay, coupon book. Here's some ideas for parents or grandparents. Dinner and a movie night with one or all of your grandchildren. We took ours one at a time and kept them for a weekend and took them different places.
Can we do that again?
Breakfast.
Take them all.
And there was a grandmother sitting at the table, and she goes, "You're so smart. You only bring one at a time." I said, "Yeah, I've done the 3 at a time, but now I can pick and choose." Picnics, field trips, go to the farm, go to the museum.
Go to the field and play with the dog.
Yeah.
My kids want a dog.
Golden doodle.
My kids want a dog, and we're like, "You're welcome. Nana got a dog."
That's right.
A golden doodle.
She's 8 months old.
There you go.
She weighs 40 pounds.
She's precious.
She do. She does. She got the 4. We do science experiments in my house. And you go, "Well, I'm not a teacher. I don't know science experiments." Look them up online.
Mm-hmm.
They're so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Go to a painting class, baseball game. Go to the Blue Angels show on the base. That was so
Come
much
visit
fun.
us.
Cooking with Nana. Shopping for a wallet and a watch. That must have been last year.
Oh, wait, pause on that one. So someone said this earlier and I meant to share it, and it was a good tip. We do this with our kids. I will take each kid alone to Target and give them $10, $20, whatever, and they can shop for their siblings. The twins are kind of young, but Brady gets so into it and has already been like, "When are we going to go Christmas shopping so I can buy Tyler and Caroline their gifts?" And he picks out, it's something so random, but it's so meaningful to him. And it just teaches them to get in that like gift giving mode.
Mm-hmm. And we're going to take them and do the Caring at Christmas, where you go buy the toys and they pick out something they think another child would like. And then we go together and we donate it to the children. We got bikes a couple of years ago and took them out and the, I don't know,
It was like
the dealership,
car
dealership, does it. And but they need to, they need to be a part of that too. And what I've done, or will do this year, because they're here, they're going to help me around the house, do a few little things so they feel like they're earning the money, and I'm not just giving them the money.
I didn't realize this was Taylor writing this. And I was like, how does this person know this tradition? And it's Taylor. Nana taught me to stick a soft peppermint stick into an orange and suck the juice through the stick. We learned that in Girl Scouts, didn't we?
No.
Who was it?
Your grandmother taught you that.
Mumu?
Uh-huh.
My grandma's name was Mumu. I named her that.
She named her that.
That's just her name. Everyone's like, that's such a weird name. I'm like, what do you mean? That's my grandma's name. But yeah, you take one of those.
She was a Cowan.
Cowan. You take one of those soft peppermint sticks, like the kind of thick, short ones, and you poke a hole in the orange. Not curved. Yeah, they're straight. But you take a knife and poke a hole in an orange and you stick it in.
You make an X in the top of the orange.
Yeah.
You stick the peppermint stick down, and then you keep squeezing the orange until that juice gets going, and then you
bite the end. Bite the end so you have like the porous holes or whatever, and you suck the juice through it. And yeah, that's always so fun.
So if you did that with some of those Christmas games, do you think your kids would remember that? Yes.
Yeah, that's fun. So I love this tip too. One of our traditions is I assemble bacon or ham biscuits the night before, and then we just heat them up in the microwave the next morning. Gives everyone time to hang out and watch, do gifts. We did breakfast casserole for many years, because you can just make it, the night before and stick it in the fridge. It's a skinny taste breakfast casserole, isn't it? Egg bake. And then we just do cinnamon rolls, like Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. My kids, that's not our favorite one. Who's the one that we
Sister
like?
Schuster.
Sister Schuster. You get them, you keep them in the freezer, and Whitney on my team just said that orange thing sounds disgusting. It's good, Whit.
When you are 5,
it's amazing. But no, the Sister Schuster's rolls, keep them in cinnamon rolls, keep them in the freezer, and just pop them in on Christmas morning. So I love all of this. Okay, we could keep going forever and ever, but we've gone for an hour and 8 minutes. So I think we'll call it a day. We will have Nana back whenever she'll come back, but Ruthless Declutter Challenge for sure. Right?
I'll start right after Christmas.
Can we come to your house and see how you do it?
Okay.
Yeah, see? Okay, so Ruthless Declutter Challenge is when we go room by room.
You can come over and you can open the kitchen drawers.
Oh yeah, they're very nice. So we'll go through all the rooms and how to declutter and all of this stuff. We have a checklist and the whole 9 yards. It's super fun. So thank you guys so much for joining. I'm gonna save this here on Facebook, and then I will also upload it to our website and link it over on Instagram, all the things. But this was so much fun. Thanks, Nana, for coming.
Fewer gifts, more time with your kids.
Yep.
And less decorations.
I like it.
Plan ahead.
Yeah.
Get that planner out, write everything in.
And go buy a Simplified planner. All right, guys. Have a great one. See ya.